King Cuban here, baby, back with another one, baby. We got this new blog, bro. We got something we want to talk about, but before we start, man, make sure you subscribe, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Press that subscribe button. You know why? Cause we lit. You're like, why not? Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, be a part of the King Cuban family, man. But yo, we back for this new vid, man. I got something to talk about, man. Something special that happened this past weekend, man. This past weekend we had Good Friday, we had Easter, you know what I mean, Bunny Day, Resurrection Day, whatever it is to you, you know what I'm saying? But we had a great weekend, and that's all that matters, man. Listen, this past weekend we had that Max Out event from my man ARP. Shout out to ARP, man. Let me tell you something about ARP. ARP has never had a bad rep with any of these artists in the battle rap culture, man. Everybody bangs with ARP, man. I love the whole event, man. Now, the whole event was dope. I'm gonna skim through the battles, and I'm gonna tell you like who I think won. Who I think won, who I think lost as far as the battles and stuff like that. So we're gonna start with the first one. The very first one was Rosenberg Raw versus Show Off. Yeah, Rosenberg Raw versus Show Off. Now, this battle right here, that battle, I think Rosenberg won, man. I think Rosenberg won. Rosenberg pretty much like he cruised through after the second and third. Like the first round was like the debatable round, and like he arguably won that round too. You know what I'm saying? He 30'd Show Off. He 30'd Show Off with that. So I had Rosenberg that battle. I think I had Rosenberg 2-1. I think I gave Show Off the first, but Rosenberg won that battle, man. And then you had the next one, man. Let me make sure I ain't skipping none. Who was it? Was it Will and A Ward? I think it was Ill Will and A Ward. Now I had that battle right there is like 2-1 either way. You know what I'm saying? You had Will, and then you had you had Will, A Ward in the first. A Ward in the first for sure. Will in the second. And Will second was clever. Will's a genius. Will is a genius. And I'm gonna tell you how Will's a genius. He neutralized A Ward in the second with using like the whole history thing, like breaking down the whole history thing. And I think that was dope. So Will took that second. The third can really go either way. It's debatable. The third was, I didn't like A Ward's third like that. I think when he came and started imitating Ill Will with the bucket hat and stuff, I think that was funny. Then he started like rapping some lyrics that he say like Ill Will used. I thought that was funny and stuff. I just thought Will round was just better. A Ward didn't get to me too much with the whole thing. But it is what it is with that though. Man, I'm trying to think who else. All right, then you got Big K and Clone. Big K and Clone is a underrated battle. Let me repeat that. Big K and Clone is a underrated battle, bro. Now, the reason I tell you that, because Clone came how I don't think anybody thought Clone was going to come the way that he did. How I had Big K every round because he had line at the line every round, but I felt like Clone did very well. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Clone probably he skipped. It was like he had a hit and then working up hit. Big K had like line at the line, hit. You know what I'm saying? So I had Big K with that one. I had Big K 3-0, Gentleman's 30. I had Big K the Gentleman's 30. But Clone is not bad at all. I saw Clone versus Mac Myron. Clone versus Mac Myron was a pretty good battle. It was a pretty good battle overall. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Clone. Serious Jones did not make it. He did not make the battle. It was supposed to be Big K and Serious Jones. I think Serious Jones wasn't prepared. I think he wasn't fully prepared at all, so he backed out. He didn't want to do the battle. So he said something completely different. Like he gave some type of excuse on why he didn't do the battle. But I had Big K to go. The next one, O-Red and Jag. Oh my gosh, man. O-Red and Jag. O-Red didn't disappoint, but he did disappoint. You understand what I'm saying? He disappointed. I had Jag 3-0. I think All three of old red rounds were too short to me. Like I felt like he needed more. They were too short. And then when you look at the pens of the Jersey natives, like the Jersey artists, Old Red is there. Like Old Red is number one, in my opinion. As far as lyricism, Old Red's pen, it's like no other. The Surf, Ars, Suge, they're not there. The one that comes close on the low, he just got to put in more work, is Real Sick, in my opinion. Real Sick is really, really good, man, with lyricism. Like with lyricism and stuff, he's like Old Red status. He could be there in that same category. You know what I'm saying? That same spot. So I had Old Red with so Old Red is like number one for me in Jersey and stuff. I thought Old Red was gonna beat Jazz. I had Red 2-1, man. The Atlanta crowd, no more events at ATL. They wasn't really feeling like a bunch of the artists. Jag just rapped. You know what I'm saying? Jag just rapped and he did well. So I had Jag with a gentleman's 30. I didn't think Jag did. I don't think Jag was astronomically hot, whereas though he killed Old Red. So it was like, no, that wasn't gonna do for me. But Jag won though. You know what I'm saying? I had Jag win. He 30 for Jag. Now let's get to the main event, man. Let's get to the main event. The energy, the one that everybody wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. This battle, Cassidy, man. Cassidy the Hustler versus Hitman Holla. Ball game. There we go. Listen. A lot of individuals is going to say Hitman won, maybe because of star power in the battle rap culture, his star power. Yo, the battle is debatable, bro. Like, the battle is debatable. No matter, like, somebody's going to say Cassidy won. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to say Cassidy won. I'm one of those guys that said Cassidy won. But, and I'm going to say why. Here's why I say why Cassidy won. The first round, Hitman was nice, man. With the remix, the Mario and all that, the remix. Hitman was nice. That first round, no question. Hitman was nice. Cass was nice that first round. Now here, Cass took the first round and it wasn't kind of hard to tell because Cass had more hits. Like he had more haymakers, in my opinion, in that first round with Asanja Spalding. When you was balling, Asanja Spalding, I told you to keep it up. All that type of stuff. They said you punching on people. I'm like, where was I? You went outside and take time. Yes, man. No, anybody can say what they want. Cass adapted. He's adapting. He's getting better. Just like Reed Dollars. Remember, I'm a Philly native, so I'm backing up my Philly artists that we've all been fans of, been watching as kids growing up. I'm backing them up straight up. Cass won that first round, man. It wasn't like some say it's debatable, but I don't think it's debatable. Well, I think it's debatable to some because Cass rapped too long. Now, that was the issue in this battle. Cass rapped too long all three rounds. But here's the thing. If you look on paper, bar for bar, Cass was actually better on paper. Like, if you look at Hitman's bars on paper and Cass bars on paper, Cass bars were actually better. They were better. I watched Eazy's YouTube channel. Not going off Eazy's opinion, but when Eazy broke the bar for bar breakdown, when he did it with I was like, wow, Cass actually said some stuff that I missed. So did Hitman. But Cass stuff was a little better for me. You know what I'm saying? It just worked better. You know what I'm saying? So I had Cass the first round. The second round, a lot of people were saying they didn't like Hitman's second round. I loved Hitman's second round, man. I loved Hitman's second round. Hitman's second round was crazy. You was in the 90s on the block, Oster tag. That was fire to me. I like that. That was dope. He said the church bar. I think that was kind of basic. I didn't like the church bar like that, man. The temple, you praying to your God. I didn't like that too much. Not because of the crowd. I just didn't like it too much. He had that one dry spot and started getting booed. They both were getting booed because, that's how it is in Atlanta. Like, for some odd reason in Atlanta, they have, like, I think Atlanta fans like star power. But here's the thing, though. The whole event, like the fans that was in the event in the crowd, a lot of them weren't from Atlanta. That was the crazy part. You had individuals from Carolina. You had the Carolinas there. You had individuals from Texas. You had individuals from Philly. You had individuals from, Missouri, St. Louis. You had individuals from Kansas. It was a lot of different city natives that came from all over to see this battle, and I think it was all because of Cass and Hitman. Initially, Cass, because this was his third time battling. After I guess taking 2 losses, you would say. Most, the masses would say taking 2 losses. So when Cass came back, I guess everybody felt third time's a charm. I even thought that too, because when the battle was announced, like, you didn't see Cass say too much. You see Hitman videos, it took about a week maybe, or maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before Cass came out with an interview and started talking, prior to the battle, just coming up, working their way up to the battle and branding it, doing the face-off and stuff. So that was pretty dope. But the second round, I liked Hitman's second round. I like Cass' second round too. But I think Cass lost the second round because he rapped too long. I think it was that. The second round with Hitman was line for line with me. I'm listening to him, he was cooking. That's it. The battle is underrated, honestly. It sounds basic and outdated, but the battle is actually underrated as far as rapping goes, as far as the material and stuff, and the lyricism and the bars. It's underrated. Like, the battle's actually better off cam than it is on cam, than it is at the event. You know what I'm saying? So, but Hitman got that second, in my opinion. Man, the third round. This is where the energy got weird in the third round. Like, Hitman went, he was doing what he do. He rapping. He brings out Show Out. You know what Show Out going to do. You know what I'm saying? The spectators, they love Show Out. You know what I'm saying? I even like Show Out. I like his energy and stuff like that. It's cool. It's not bad. I like Show Out. So they did that right there. Show Out came. He did Show Out came. They did the duet thing. It was almost like a 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? It turned from Cass and Hitman to Double Impact versus Cass. You know what I'm saying? So they did that. And then that's when I guess things started. I guess the St. Louis guys started feeling hostile. Because when Show Out came up and tapped his chest and all that, security came. Hitman grabbed him, separated him from security. Because they didn't want to do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want nothing wild to happen. So you got Philly, you got St. Louis on the sides, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, well, we don't know what happens after this. We don't know what happens next. But that happens. So then that happens. He brings the Show Out. And then he brings out Nick Cannon. And I'm just sitting thinking, well, I like Nick Cannon, but we all know Nick Cannon is not that type of guy that we probably never envisioned. Nick Cannon's not the guy to be like, hey man, what was that you was saying at such and such? And he ain't one of them type of guys. He brought out Nick Cannon and was like, now say what you said now. And I'm like, well, this is Nick Cannon, bro. You know Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is a businessman. He gonna make his money. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no smoke. He don't, come on now. So he does that. Cass' third round came. Cass' third round was nice. Underrated nice. Just like they both of their second rounds, underrated nice. Them second and them thirds are low-key debatable. Both of them, in my opinion. Now, the third, Cass came, he did whatever. But see, it was crazy because when Hitman brought out Show Out, the energy kind of changed in the battle. In that last round, the energy was weird, like from both sides, from Cass and Hitman, both sides, and then the crowd, the energy was weird, man. So it was hard. It was just hard to just be like, oh well, he's the clear winner. You know what I'm saying? It was like, if someone gonna say Hitman was the clear winner, I don't think Hitman was the clear winner. If somebody say Hitman won, I'm not mad, but I don't think he was the clear winner. I had Cass that third round. I just had him that third round. He came with some more angles. He even came with angles in the second round, about how he did with the Carter 5, and he was cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason I think individuals say Cass lost is because he rapped too long and the way he delivered his material. But he was rapping slow because the ATL crowd wasn't catching on. These individuals, we gotta pay attention with this stuff. So they weren't catching on. Hitman, yeah, I had Cass in the third because of that. When Hitman brought out Nick Cannon and all that, I just had Cass in the third. Like, come on, you brought out Nick Cannon. Then Nick Cannon went over and shook Cass' hand, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't, I was like, no, Hitman, this that ain't gonna do for me. Um, yeah, I think, but I think if Cass didn't rap too long, like in all three of his rounds, he didn't rap too long, he would have won easily. No bull. Like if he would have trimmed the fat. Sometimes you gotta trim the fat when you battle because you'll have the crowd with you, but if you're rapping too long, you start losing their interest. You start losing their attention. That's how it was with B Dot and what's his name? B Dot and Shotgun Suge. B Dot rapped too long, bro. That's why he lost. I felt like Suge won. He rapped too long. Suge came with 3 solid rounds and he hit in the first and the third. I had Suge in the first and third that battle, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, same thing with Cass. I had Cass first and the third. Cass won the first it wasn't kind of hard to tell that Cass won that first round. And I think it's because Hitman came with some stuff in the first, but nah. It wasn't it for me. But hey, I like both. Let's make that clear. I'm not even you know what I'm saying? I am a Hitman Hall of fan. I like Hitman battles. Whenever Hitman battle, I watch his battles. I watch all of Hitman battles. I haven't missed one. Same thing with Cassidy. I haven't missed one. You know what I'm saying? I haven't missed one. So, yeah, I had Cass 2-1 first and the third in a highly debatable battle. You know what I'm saying? It's a preference battle. It really is. But Cassidy has not been bodied by anybody on cam. He hasn't been bodied by anybody on cam. Cass bodied somebody on cam before. No matter what anybody says, you know, Cass is the energy. He is. And it's so crazy. I find it crazy how Cass is the energy of this battle rap culture. He has put up more numbers than any other industry guy who has came back to the battle rap culture. But for some odd reason, everyone hates Cass. Every other industry individual that came back to the battle rap culture got love, no matter what. For some reason, everybody just hate Cass, or they just say he's outdated, or they just don't want to believe that he's a really good rapper. Cass is a really good lyricist. He's a really good rapper. He know how to put stuff together. You know, everybody say outdated. I get it, but he can rap though. He know how to put stuff together. You know what I'm saying? He's not too bad. How your name Hitman? You ain't got no hits. You know what I'm saying? He had lines. You know what's crazy? He actually had more quotables in this battle versus Hitman than Hitman. Actual facts. When you think about it, everybody after this battle Sunday, everybody's been quoting his lyricism ever since, man. Yeah, man, I had Cass 2-1, man. And if you wanted to give Cass the second round, you actually could. You give him that round too. He had some stuff in that round. Quotables. You know what I'm saying? Bar for bar breakdown quotables. But yeah, overall, the Max Out event, I gave the Max Out event an 8 out of 10. And the reason I gave it 8 out of 10 because if it was small room, it would be dope. The reason people may not say, oh, it wasn't this, wasn't that, was because of the crowd. I don't count the crowd. I count on what I hear in lyricism. So shout out to ARP for that Max Out event. We appreciate you like we always do, bro. ARP is the GOAT, just like Smack. Smack and ARP is the GOAT, man. You know what I'm saying? And we know that already. We not gonna sit here and deny that. But thanks for tuning in, man. That's my predictions, man. No, bro, I'm sorry. That's my that is my final decisions on these battles. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, show out made history with that pole. I pull and roar and rise. Yeah, he made history with that reach. He made history with that one. He's gonna be bothered about that for any battles next to come. But thanks for tuning in, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. This is King Cuba signing out, baby. Peace, passion, prosperity, and love. God bless. ARP, Max Out, Cash, Hitman. It's over, man. Finally, the energy. You heard? Ball game.